This is the Falkensteiner Family Hotel Diadora. We travelled to this fantastic hotel in June 2022 and were one of the first visitors since its reopening after an extensive renovation and upgrade. The Falkensteiner Family Hotel Diadora is a part of the Falkensteiner Punta Skala Resort. It is located on the picturesque private peninsula in Petrcane, along with its sister hotel, the Falkensteiner Ladera, which is just a short 7-minute walk away. The resort is directly on the seafront and has plentiful private sandy beaches exclusive for the use of the resort guests, and dotted along the coast are several scenic bars and charming restaurants. As the name suggests, Diadora is a family hotel, and what I believe sets this family hotel apart from others is that it is clear that the needs of the family is the core central concept surrounding the construction of the entire hotel. Let's face it, if you have kids, particularly those under the age of 5, unless your kids are happy, engaged and content, you as parents can't really have a decent time and you can't relax. Now, the Falkensteiner Family Hotel caters for the needs of the family. I feel that they had thought of everything. And as a medical doctor and a day nursery owner, I could appreciate that they had also thought about the learning and developmental needs of the children and had a really holistic approach. The children's area is called Falkyland, and it's a large central component of the hotel that opens daily from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Now, by the time I've actually got round to editing the video, it's been 2 months since our visit. And even now, my 2-year-old daughter, who can barely pronounce the word Falky, is asking to go back to Falkyland. That is the lasting impression. There is a large free play area where parents can supervise their children, and it has a soft play area, trampolines, an interactive climbing wall and some other games. In addition, there is a supervised area where you can leave your children for a period of time and the staff will look after your children. My children, given their ages of 5 and 2, went to the baby room, and it was beautifully laid out, very open plan with lots of role play items and open-ended resources for construction. Now, I could see that they had intentionally considered the areas of learning development to meet the early years foundation stage, and it was really nice to see them trying to tailor to this. Clearly, they had had consultation in how they were going to make this hotel. There's a further room for teenagers which had board games, a mini cinema, a stage, arcades and a foosball table, and both of these rooms open up to an outdoor play area. There's also a quiet baby preparation and nursing area where you can also change your children's nappies. It's quite large, and I could see that the staff always ensured that that was stocked. There was always nappies and food available should you need it. There are timetable activities where children can have anything from swimming lessons to science lessons. They can go shell collecting on the beach to attend an evening disco. So all these activities in Falkyland, including the scheduled timetable activities and the staff supervising your children, is included in the price of your stay. Now, the disco was a great way for the kids to tire out before bed, and it was really fun. Often Falky the bird would make an appearance, and I have to say, hats off to whoever was in this suit, because it was about 30 to 32 degrees when we were taking these videos, and that bird carried on dancing for a good hour. It was rather heroic, so well done. The hotel is very comfortable. The decor, including the bedrooms, have a nautical feel to it that the hotel coins as a maritime adventure concept. We stayed in a deluxe family room with a seaside view, which had a comfortable double bed, 2 small beds for the children, and in addition to this, the children had a climbing area with a net that they could suspend on should they choose to, and they actually really loved using that. The room itself had a small closeted area, complimentary dressing gowns, flip-flops and a swimming bag, which was very handy, and all its usual mod cons such as a minibar area, hairdryer, TV and telephone. Now, the room had 2 balconies. Now, one of our balconies did have 2 birds' nests on it, so we didn't actually use it, but it served as a great conversation with the children, who eagerly awaited the birds to come and feed their young in the morning. I suspect because the hotel had been closed for a period of time, there was that bird's nest that was there. Whilst there is a full board option, we opted for half board, which basically allowed us to access the breakfast buffet, which was served between 7:30 and 10 a.m, and the dinner buffet, which was served from 6:30 to 9 p.m. What I loved about this hotel is that it is really chilled out. Everyone there pretty much has children, so there was no airs and graces. Everyone really just understood what it was like to have children. So for example, my children, if they wanted to play, it didn't disturb any of the other guests. Often their children would be playing too, and they even had special rocking chairs for the children to sit on, should they choose to, which would occupy them when their parents were either having a drink or having the dinner. It was fantastic. There was also a dedicated room for dessert, and once my children realised this, dessert was eagerly awaited for every day. One of the biggest pros of this hotel is the friendliness of the staff. They were professional, courteous, and whilst the hotel is a fair size, it isn't a massive resort, so by the end of our stay, we knew other families, we knew the staff members, and it gave a really personal touch that many particularly really large resorts lack. There are 2 indoor pools, one for the adults, which does extend to an outdoor component, which also has a jacuzzi, and there's an indoor pool for the children, which has an Antarctic feel to it. This also has a children's steam bath within it. In addition to these pools, there are 2 further outdoor pools, a large outdoor pool which is primarily for adults, and a shallow paddling pool with a pirate theme concept to it, which the children loved. And there is also this rather fancy water slide that my 5-year-old loved. By the end of the trip, it became a daily necessity for her to go down this water slide. The Falkensteiner Diadora does have a spa called the Acquapura spa, which was lovely. My husband had a couple of massages, I had a facial, it was great. But as a pro tip, if you're an adult wanting a spa treatment, I would actually recommend that you go to the sister hotel, which is just a 5-6 minute walk away, called the Ladera, and this is far more luxurious. To be fair, the Ladera is the best spa I've ever been to. You can book your Ladera spa treatment at the Diadora hotel reception, and if you're like me and you don't like walking in the midday sun, you can ask a golf caddy to hitch you a ride, which will take you there in less than 30 seconds. Really, this hotel has so much that you can partake in. There's water sports, horse riding, there's a tennis academy. So if you are considering going, it's worth checking the brochure to ensure that you maximise your stay according to you and your family's needs. In terms of downsides, there really isn't many. There were a few minor teething issues. For example, our phone wasn't working in our room, it wasn't connected on the day that we came, and also on our penultimate day, we saw that they had finally completed the outdoor climbing area. It wasn't something that we were going to use, but it's now available, but it wasn't available when we first went. I would also say the hotel lobby is a little bit sleepy and it doesn't make a statement like other 5-star hotel lobbies, but obviously it won't really detract from your stay. So and lastly, now this is neither a pro nor a con, but this is a resort and there's no shuttle link to the town. So if you do decide to go to the town, you will need to get a taxi. Just bear in mind, because if you're looking for a bustling city escape in the heart of the action, this isn't one of those. Overall, I would really recommend this place, particularly for a young family. It will provide you a restful and rejuvenating experience with unparalleled views of the beautiful Adriatic coast.